Leanne Bailey's father was put on universal credit last year, but she says whenever he rang the helpline, he was told to go online.
With my dad not having a computer, all he had was a mobile phone. He didn't know how to log on to the journal. He weren't quite sure what to do. If you needed to speak to somebody, you had to go through the journal. Then once you message them, they'd send you a text message to say, check your journal. And every day he was just getting stressed for that, when all he actually wanted to do was just pop in, sit down, chat to somebody.
In July last year, Brian Bailey took his own life. He was 59. In October, a former Universal Credit case manager lifted the lid on life inside the system.
So there was something called the deflection script, which is within your booth.
Bayard Tarpley said agents were given scripts used to deflect claimants away from the helplines. At the time, the Department for Work and Pensions said those claims were completely false.
We've been given this internal DWP document in which advice is given to call handlers on how to get claimants off the phone and online as quickly as possible. And interestingly, it includes two words: deflection script.
The deflection scripts the DWP denies ever existed are discussed here. It's revealed that a deflection script was developed to support staff, and noting its potential to be controversial, adds, this will not be launched as a formal script. Its purpose, it goes on, to ensure deflection techniques are identified. And if anyone was in doubt about the purpose, it concludes, encourage staff to ask what the claimant is calling for at the beginning of the call, rather than moving straight to security questions. This may open up the opportunity to deflect the caller online. The documents were obtained by Labour's Danielle Rowley.
I think that it's outrageous that the DWP have first said that there aren't any scripts, and now that I've seen those scripts and we know that they're there, for the department to be trying to shrug that off again and say it's false. And, you know, when I see them and see the words deflection script, which the department have denied, it's just further proof that they're trying to hide things.
Despite the evidence here, the DWP refused to comment on the existence of deflection scripts, telling us, there has never been a policy to hurry callers off the phones, and accusations that this is the case are completely false. Call handlers are encouraged to spend as much time as necessary on the phone and remind claimants that they are able to complete certain activities online where appropriate.
There was making him go on the journal, there was making him talk to people via the journal. He didn't know who he was talking to. All he wanted to do was just pop in and speak to somebody. So to know that, I just think it's disgusting.
Universal Credit has been beset with problems and still is. Pension Secretary Amber Rudd says changes will be made, including making the process more compassionate to the needs of those accessing it. Nick Martin, Sky News.